Hey guys, last week we talked about questions, and the question for this week, the big question is who people expect you to be versus who God expects you to be. So I want you to say this phrase with me: who I am is enough. So say it with me: who I am is enough. So, what does that phrase mean? When I say the word enough, what picture comes to mind? So, when I was in high school, I started getting into acting and being in plays. And so, my very first play, I got the lead role of Puck in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And I was a freshman, and I had no idea why. And so I did it, I got through it. It was Shakespeare, it was rough. And I found out later that the only reason that I got the part was because of my hair. Yep, that's why. I looked the part, and so I didn't actually have any acting skills to go along with it, but the director felt that I had the look to go on. So there it goes. But I loved being on stage, being someone else. I would take on each role with such vigor and passion, and I wanted to be so into the role that no one knew me as myself anymore, but someone brand new or as the character themselves that I was trying to portray. So acting is great when you're on stage. But do you ever feel like you're on stage in real life and you have to act a certain way, be a certain person? Maybe you feel like every day is a performance in front of a packed audience. On the far right hand side, you have your family. Then in the center, you have all your friends from school and work and sports and various other classes. And on the left are all the people from your church. Then in the front row are people who follow you on social media closely. Then in the balcony are all the influencers telling you how to measure your beauty or your achievements. And your task is each day to try to please every audience member and at every moment. You can't just be yourself. You have to be your best self, whatever that means. That has to be exhausting. And quite honestly, it's kind of impossible. The best of us can please only one audience at a time. But if we bounce from group to group, we're often swapping scripts. So we end up defining ourselves this way: I am what others want or need me to be. I constantly feel pressure to live up to anyone else's expectations. Maybe you feel that way. In all our lives, our identities are shaped by others. But you're on a stage of life. You're in a stage of life when others' influence is massive. The thing is, while you may feel like you have to meet everyone's expectations all the time, God doesn't see you that way. God doesn't expect you to be perfect or to meet a long list of requirements. God created you the way you are and is joyfully watching your personality, your gifts, your unique quirks. He's watching all those unfold. God's expectations is that you will be you, the person He created, not the person everyone expects or pressures you to be. So there's this story in the Bible where Jesus decides that he's going to get baptized. And, this is before he's done anything. He hasn't taught anything. Nothing has been done in his ministry. There's no miracles that have happened. Nothing to prove he is who he says he is. And he's going to then make that commitment. So then as he's being baptized, as he surfaces the water, he hears a blessing spoke over to him from the Lord. It says this is from Mark 1:11. It says, "You are my son, whom I love. With you I am well pleased." Jesus was loved, and his Father was pleased with him without any performance. Can you imagine what that would feel like? Did you know that you can feel that way too? right now? See, Jesus feels that way about you. Before any performance, before any feeling of proof, we are enough. Jesus loves us just as we are. We don't need to try and earn it. We are enough. Who we are is enough. Are any of the people that you are attempting to perform for, swapping or changing a script for, are they worthy? You might even be asking over and over again, am I enough for them? You are already worthy enough for Jesus. Could the ones who you are trying to please possibly show you true love like Jesus? Like the God of the universe, like the one who actually created you? Understand that you are enough. No acting or performance necessary. You can take off the mask and you can be yourself. Guys, I'll see you next week.